Oh, yes. Greetings, grasshoppers, and welcome to The Bot Signal. My name is RJ Redden. If you don't know me, entrepreneurs hire me to skyrocket their engagement because, frankly, most have a really tough time getting engagement online. They're a carbon copy of everybody else, and they feel like they're shouting into a black hole. So, I create epic engagement experiences that get people to click that button, connect with you, and convert like crazy. Bottom line, I am on a mission to motivate people to join my engagement marketing revolution. Today, we're going to start with you. And today is my favorite show all week, my friends. I interview cool people. I talk about cool things. I love my show, but I love celebrating all of you as well. And, let me just say, even more. I love celebrating all of you even more. And I love celebrating my own wins because it just goes to, it helps me remind me that this is all for something. That this is more than just a number for me, that this is more than just a paycheck in the bank. It's more than a whole lot of things. So an entrepreneurial experience can be interesting. It can be convoluted. It can be a bit of a roller coaster sometimes. And so when we take some time to think about our wins, things get better. Things get better. And so, what I want to do today is talk a little bit about my wins. I'm going to talk about my wins, but here's my instructions for you. Boop! I'm going to need you to put your wins in the comments because I don't want to celebrate alone. You know what I'm saying? I will if I have to. I will if you do not comment. But my encouragement is wherever you're seeing this from, throw some comments at me. Tell me about your wins for the week. Personal, business, big, small. We cover it all here on the Bot Signal. And I would just love to have you, chime in a little bit. So, for me this week, I've had a lot of wins. Boy, it's really been a great week for me. There are some things that are happening that have never happened in my business before, quite like they are now. And it just is scary and exhilarating all at the same time. And I am, of course, talking about the masterclass I'm holding next week. If you're watching this, you're invited. It's free to everybody. And let me go ahead and show you that right now. It's the Unleash Your Engagement Masterclass. It's happening August 20th. That is next Thursday at high noon Central Time. And it's just go to unleashyourengagement.com. You can sign right up and get in there. I'll tell you what's happened this week that has never happened before. It's a little, but it's a lot. I've done webinars before, okay? But I've always done webinars and I've been thinking about, what's going to create the greatest engagement in the webinar? What's going to make people feel a part of the webinar? Now, you may or may not know this song right here. This is the beginning of a song. We've all stomped along to this in some stadium or other. The way that came about. Oh, hello, Papa. My dog just jumped up on his bed and he's ready for action here, apparently. So, back to the point. That little stomp, stomp, clap started because it wasn't Freddie Mercury. It was another guy in the band. I believe it was the bass guitarist. He wanted to create something where the audience was involved in part of the song. And he did that little stomp, stomp, clap. You can see it if you've seen the movie Bohemian Rhapsody. You know what I'm talking about. That little thing has gone worldwide. It was inviting people to be part of the song. It was saying, it's not just us up here, it's you too, and we want you to be part of this. So, my question has long been, yeah, I want to do master classes. I want to do webinars just like not just like everybody else. I want to do it differently. I want to do it so that people have the chance to participate and become part of that experience. Because you know what? They may or may not remember what I'm teaching in the webinar. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I mean, they might remember every detail. They might not. That's not really important. The important part is we're connected. We're building know, like, and trust. And we've created an experience together. It's not your regular webinar. You know it's not. And it's going to be a whole lot of fun. So I spent some time investigating this week and working with different pieces of software that it's going to help me. It's going to help me create a highly interactive experience. It's going to help me something cool that people are going to love and come back to. And if it doesn't, I'll try something else. Because to me, as you know, it's all about engagement. Chatbots are my favorite tool. I absolutely love them. I use and build and work with those every single day. I use them for myself. My clients are having some awesome success with those. And I also want to get engagement in my business. In every stop along the client journey, I want some engagement. I'm not going to settle for just putting it in a chatbot. I want engagement on every stop, baby. Every stop. So that's what I'm focusing on. I'm looking at that webinar and going, okay, I can get some engagement beforehand with the chatbot that people are signing up in. I can get engagement afterward with the chatbot and some follow-up and some SMS. But how do I get engagement there? Right there on the thing. So that's been a huge win this week. I am really, really proud of what my team has done. Because my team, as you know, they're absolutely maniacally fabulous. And they created all the graphics. They created all the, they created all of the stuff that we're going to need to plaster this thing all over the internet. And I'm just so happy with the work that they consistently produce for me and for my clients. They're pretty damn amazing. So I'm going to celebrate them too. Obviously we need to get that celebrated because it's pretty darn amazing. If you're new here, it's Friday wins. Put your wins in the chat. I want to know what happened for you this week that was super cool and awesome. Big or small, we'll celebrate it all right here because we love you. And entrepreneurship needs to be a game where we're in this together. It does. We have to be in this together or we won't survive. Ryan, hey, let's see. Celebrating some things here. Spam lunch meat. Yes. That's a celebration right there. Starting bat season. Oh, I know. If you don't know, my dear Ryan he's from Huntsman Wildlife. He gets rid of nuisance wildlife for people, and so bat season is a huge thing for him. Very good truck and uniform branding. Wow. All right, branding. Yes. Building an awesome team have all brought big wins to Huntsman Wildlife this week. Well, we're just gonna throw off a few of these for you on that, Ryan, because that is gonna take you far. It's one thing when you start a business, and Ryan's business has been very, very successful in the Cincinnati area. if you live in Cincinnati and you've not called this man to come inspect your home, make sure that raccoons aren't getting in your attic and bats aren't flying around up there. Not talking about this attic, talking about an actual attic. You've done yourself a disservice if you haven't called this man. So those kind of wins, those kind of branding wins, especially I'm loving the branding on your truck, man. Loving it because it's going to start to give you that recognition. I'm so proud of Ryan. So very good, darlings. Hey, do like Ryan did. Put your wins in the comments. I will continue to say some of mine as we go here. Now, many of you also know something. And if you watched Monday's show, you saw me go over a really engaging and super fun ridiculousness called, yes, that's right. It's 2 M's, an H, and 2 M's again. And what that allows me to do is stuff like this when I am showing you when I'm showing you my new stuff. That allows me to appear and disappear. I can move around. I can get bigger. I can get smaller. It's pretty darn amazing and super cool for demo videos because I can say, hey, instead of making my screen a separate part and then, I've got this big screen over here and I'm talking about it, which let's just be honest. Let's just be real for a second. As the George Washington said in the Hamilton, see Hamilton people. Anyway, let's be real for a second and let's say that those demo videos are very unengaging. When I am sharing my screen with you and there's something going on over here and then I'm a tiny thing over here. It's really difficult because I'm basically saying, okay, you see that thing over there? Touch it. It's just ridiculous. If I can be in the same screen, if I can move myself around that video, well, now it's over. Game over, people. Or maybe just game begins. It is pretty magnificent when I'm able to do that. I love it. I love it so much. Okay. So has been a great big win in my life this week. Just shout out to the people who made this fabulous product. They are crazy, like in a good way, in the same way that I am a little bit nuts. And they've even made it so that you can control it on a game controller. I ask you this. What is more perfect for me? Really? I don't even know. But I am, you can use it in Zoom meetings and everything else. It's free, to get involved in it right now because it's in beta and, there could be nothing more perfect than me controlling my Zoom meetings with a game controller. There could be nothing more perfect. So that is a huge win for me. That has been great stuff. And yeah, let's see more wins this week. Whew. I got rid of some emotional baggage. This is a little personal here, but got rid of some emotional baggage about some events that have happened since about January. And really getting rid of that emotional baggage, helps me see more clearly, helps me see the road ahead in business more clearly. It was business baggage. And it just helps me charge into the future without being weighed down by everything that's ever happened to me. In the past, we all have rain fall in our lives. Truth. And when I can rely on the team around me, as Ryan says here in the comments, when I can rely on the team around me to help me see that I'm being dragged down and help me stop being dragged down, that's a big deal. All right. That's a big deal. If you're interested, it's my friend Pamela Russell who runs an amazing business. She is the one who helped me with that, and she helps people with all kinds of things. Hit me up if you want some details, because she's amazing. Let's see. Other things that are huge wins for me this week. I would say I have been feeling amazing this week. I have been feeling amazing and really, really excited about the future, COVID or not. And let me celebrate that one too, because that's a big deal. Hey, baby, COVID or not, I'm excited about my future. I'm excited about several clients of mine, their futures. I'm excited about my coach's future. She's crazy, and I love her so very much. I'm really, really excited to be a part of the beautiful part, the building part, the strategy part. That's what I was made for. That's what my brain was made for. Can't believe I fell into this job, and so happy that I did. And it's bringing me joy every day to help people build a solid foundation and a strategy for moving forward. All of it, as you can guess, has to do with engagement. We've got a ton of tools that we use, including the bots, of course. And I want to invite you all again. I want you to invite y'all again to my masterclass being held next week, because it's going to be very exciting and fruitful for a lot of people. Again, boop, it's the Unleash Your Engagement Masterclass. We're going to be teaching 3 ways to rocket launch your profitable engagement. We're going to give 3 things to you that you can start on, that you can start either thinking about or acting upon right away to start bringing you more engagement. You see, here's the thing. I'm gonna repeat all of this later, but here's the thing: traditional marketing is not focused on engagement at all. It's focused on numbers. It's focused on clicks. It's focused on herding every single person through the same finish line. BS. It's not that way, my friends. People want to be treated differently. They want to be treated like people. They want to be treated like they have an opinion too, like they have something to add to the show, like we were talking about earlier. And I'm going to honor that. I'm going to honor that all the way. And I'm teaching other people to do that too. So if you want to learn more about this, if you want to learn how to, start up that engagement right now, come hang out with me next Thursday, noon Central. Strategize that future. You are right, my friend. You are right. We're gonna pop up another little something, if we can. I'm navigating between a couple of programs right now, if you couldn't tell. There we go. That's the ELF celebration, people. So yeah, just want to invite you again, unleashyourengagement.com. Go there, push the buttons, register, boop. It all happens in a bot. You'll be able to get in on that and also get in on the reminders, because I know what happens sometimes with reminders, with master classes and webinars and all of that. And so that ends our session today. For fun, I'm going to go ahead and turn into a Force Ghost. Because I can. Oh, wait, you know what? It did the entire background, so I'll take that off. I'll figure out how to just silhouette myself later. Just want to tell you I love you. Thanks for being with me today. If you're watching the replay, fill in your wins. I will come back to you and give you a great big virtual non-COVID hug. I will. It's important to celebrate our wins, people. It's important to know we're not alone. And with that, Ryan says, going to Micro Center to get the tools to create my engagement project. All right. Very good. Alec, good morning. Hi. Anything behind the RJ? if you're referring to what I have sitting behind me, that is a green screen. I've worked very hard to make it at least kind of look, blendy, because it's very important if you have a green screen to be well lit and do it well, because if you don't do it well, it's kind of obvious, because now a lot of people have green screens. But yes, there is a green screen behind me. And ask me more questions if you want. And Alec, if you have any wins, toss them in the comments and we'll celebrate with you. So very good, darlings. Press on. Thank you for being here. I'm on every day, 10 a.m. Central. That is 8 a.m. Pacific, and that is 11 a.m. Eastern, and 9 o'clock Mountain, because I don't want to leave those guys out. I'm on every weekday. Come see me. We'll talk about engagement. We'll talk about bots, and we'll talk about how you can leverage engagement to make your future explode in your business, no matter what's going on outside. Very good, darlings. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you in a bot.